Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Alter Ego Podcast. I'm your host, Jack Austin. With me, as always, is the Cyborg. No Cyborg.
Got to get a systems update.
Sorry, no Cyborg. But we do have Ryan.
Yay, I'm here.
You're back, baby.
Yeah, I am.
Well, you were here last week, I think, too, weren't you?
No, I missed Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Or when were you scheduled for Sunday?
Wow. All the days are running together. Megan's here, but she's off doing her wifely and motherly duties. Never mind. She's back. Running in. Sprinting. I'm so glad that chair didn't just fall apart when you sat down.
What is that supposed to mean?
That these chairs shake, rattle, and roll.
Hey, I spent okay money on these.
Okay.
Just okay money.
Good
but
for
I
you.
also put them together and assembled them myself, so.
You know who else puts together their own inventory? Ford Supply Company. This episode of Alter Ego is sponsored by Ford Supply Company, makers of all natural and organic soaps for men with scents like tropical teakwood, citrus IPA, cypress pine, so many more. They posted the Brewmaster the other day. They're trying to get that one going too.
Buy it. It's delicious.
Smell like alcohol.
It doesn't smell
Your
like
ladies
alcohol.
will love it.
Smells like nice
Citrus.
orangey citrus stuff.
Oh,
Yeesh.
well, visit their website at FordSupply.com and use promo code AlterEgo to get 10% off your order. Ford soap, real soap.
No bullshit.
None.
None.
Brewmaster's
Zero.
also like super sudsy. It's like one of my faves.
Yeah,
Super
mine
sudsy.
too.
Yeah, it
That
gets
was
real.
my-
It
that
gets
was my
real
s-
sudsy.
That was my stage name
Super
in college.
sudsy.
Super sudsy.
I'm biased, though. I like every flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. You do.
I mean, honestly, bro, when I go to put in orders, it's hard. It's like, which one do I want to smell like this week?
Yeah.
Or next week or weeks away from now?
Yeah.
Say how much soap do
And
you
it
use?
pretty much comes out to one or two of everything. Just ship it to me in a box.
Just give it to me. What am I waiting for? I'm still waiting for something.
Carver?
What was I waiting for? No, not Carver. We got that.
Coffee or death?
Coffee.
Coffee or
That's the
Is it
one
still
I
out
was
of
waiting
stock?
for was the coffee.
I don't know. Is it out of stock?
Is it out of stock even?
SOAB.
Oh.
You know who's never out of stock? Tony and Nello's. Tony and Nello's Southern Italian Cuisine and Grill's a hidden gem that's family owned and operated on the outskirts of St. Petersburg at 1136 Pinellas Bayway, South Tierra Verde, Florida. This is a must-try for a homemade Italian lunch or dinner. Just remember to bring your appetite because the portions are very generous.
Very.
Call for a reservation today at 727-867-3577 and check out tonyandnellos.edu.
No.
Go in and also scream "Go Birds." You might make a friend.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah.
If you're an Eagles fan, they'll love you. You know what I need is like that Italian fiddle that plays in the background when I'm reading
What
them.
do they call those things?
I don't know what they're called. Is it a? It's not a lute. What is it?
An Italian fiddle.
Oh gosh, I don't know what it's called, and I'm sorry if you're out there and you know the answer. Please
You're
let us know.
screaming it into the radio.
Yeah.
It's
called a
like
lyre.
a mandolin or something along those lines.
Yeah. It's Google it. It's worth a Google.
Yeah.
I am not finding. It just says Italian violin makers.
Great.
Italian fiddle.
Probably because it's not a violin or a fiddle. It's
Viola?
probably something complete.
Do you
Maybe
mean
it's
a
a
viola?
Maybe it is. I don't know.
Is that an Italian?
I believe it's pronounced voila.
It's certainly not. I think it's pronounced voila.
I'm pretty sure that's how the Italians say it.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
We need Rob in here for his Italian impersonation. He always is like such an angsty Italian.
It's a
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Try to read the Italian.
That's exactly what.
And it's so bad, but he leans into it. So,
He
you know,
does.
you got to give him credit. Oh, boy.
Wow.
So let's get started, shall we? It's all news today. It's fun news, though. It's good news. We all love news. Brendan Fraser is, you know, I've been seeing him more and more.
What's happening with him?
Since he's been
Is
in
he having
Doom
a
Patrol,
midlife
like
crisis?
he was in Mummy forever. He was really like a top guy. He was in the Looney Tunes movie too. He was in was it Airheads?
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
He was in
Maybe.
he was in a lot of stuff, and he was all over the news. And then apparently there was this accusation of sexual misconduct or something. I don't know. There's a lot going on with Brendan Fraser, but he's starting to get back in the limelight. He was in Doom Patrol on HBO, which is still going and going well from what I hear. But now he's diving into DC even more, and he's rumored to be playing Firefly in the Batgirl movie.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Batgirl movie, cool. I don't know if that's an exciting thing for DC fans. I'm not excited by a Batgirl movie. I was excited for a Black Widow movie. Maybe that's because I know her so well, and I liked Captain Marvel, but Batgirl just doesn't do it for me.
I would rather see a solo Robin movie.
Really?
Yep. No Batman.
I don't even want to
see
Robin. I don't even want to see a Robin movie. I want to see a Red Hood movie.
That's why I want to see a Robin movie, because you're not going to get there until you see a Robin movie.
So you want a Jason Todd Robin that gets his skull bashed in
by the good old Joker.
Yep. And then all of a sudden, here we are. Mm-hmm. So we mentioned a spin-off Aquaman movie a long time ago, back when that movie was coming out. It was called The Trench that was supposed to come out. Do you remember that?
No, I thought it was Waterman, but...
Waterman?
Yeah, it was a spin-off. Gotta have a generic name, you know?
Oh, boy. It's a spin-off,
so
not a
like a Water
reimagining.
Boy meets Grown Ups. Waterman.
Yeah, like the Walmart version of like something. Instead of Fruit Loops, it's like Fruit Circles.
Right,
it's Waterman.
You guys are on the. This is not the Dr. Thunder of Aquaman. This is a same expansion of the universe. I don't know where we got with that, but no. The Trench was a part in Aquaman. That's where he had to swim through to go find his mom and all that other jazz.
Most terrifying thing I've ever seen in a DC movie. Probably.
It was really cool. I loved The Trench, but they were going to do a movie called The Trench, but that was then canceled. And it turns out it was made you look all along, because it wasn't ever going to be about The Trench. It was going to be a solo Black Manta movie.
Which is pretty dope. Yes,
I'm in for that. I want to see that. I mean, especially the actor they've got playing him right now is blowing up. He just did Candyman, too.
Was it canceled?
He's doing a lot of stuff.
Is that what you said? It was canceled?
Yeah, it was canceled.
That's a bummer.
I don't even know who Black Manta is.
He's the villain.
The villain from Aquaman.
Oh,
if you look on our Funko wall behind us, you might be able to find him.
They're in Julian's room because he's the big,
Anyway. So Black Manta, did you remember the Aquaman movie? He was the guy with the laser eyes that kept jumping out all over the place.
So, funny story, I have never actually seen the entire Aquaman movie. I sat down with my wife, started to watch like a few minutes of it, called out what was going to happen, and walked outside, did what I was going to do, and then came back in. And she's like, that's exactly what happened. I was like, yep, there's no reason to watch this movie.
Wow.
And so I've never seen
it. You had to have gone out in the first 30 seconds of the movie, because that's kind of when you meet Aquaman and Black Manta. So
I think I popped in right where he sees his mom or whatever, and he goes to go get the thing from the guy or whatever.
So he goes to go get the thing from the guy.
You know what I mean?
You clearly watched almost none of this movie.
Exactly. I'm not lying to you at all. I have probably seen like 2 minutes of this movie.
It was really good. I liked it.
Maybe 5 if I'm being generous.
There you go. Michael B. Jordan's Val Zod Superman project for HBO Max has gotten a couple of writers. Darnell Mateer and Josh Peters, who are both writing I guess they're a writing team. They are writing BMF, Bad Motherfucker, I guess, for HBO. Or it's a movie, I don't know what it is, but it's about two brothers in the 80s. I don't know much more about it than that. And they're also both writing Transformers, which is coming out in 2022.
Oh. I've heard of BMF. I haven't seen it yet.
I don't think it's out yet. I don't think it's been released. Let's look. We can Google it.
I thought it was out somewhere.
We have the interwebs. We can look. Should we do it?
Yeah.
Should we do it? Should we do it, guys?
It's been a while.
It's been so long. Should we do it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Google song while we look on IMDb. Yeah. All right. It's not Bad Motherfucker as I originally thought.
I thought it was Blowing Money Fast, right?
It's Black Mafia Family.
Wow, blowing money
Two
fast.
brothers.
Black Mafia family.
Two brothers who rose from the decaying streets of southwest Detroit in the late 1980s and gave birth to one of the most influential crime families in the country.
Hey,
So they're the
don't
Black
name,
Sopranos.
Right. Don't name something BMF
And not expect us to think
that it's bad because BAMF
For
is
real.
badass motherfucker. So when
Yeah.
you take out one of those things,
And Rick Ross has a song called Blowing Money Fast.
There you
okay,
go.
well,
There you go. Good for you, Rick.
anyway.
Yeah, that's all I've got for DC. I'm still high off of the Batman trailer from last week. It's still so good. Every time it pops up in my algorithm on YouTube, I still watch it.
So is there a reason that you say it so The Batman? Is that just because it's called The Batman?
Because there is a movie called Batman.
I just
And
feel
this
like every
one-
time you say The Batman, you make it sound like somebody who goes out of their way to say that they graduated from the
Ohio State.
Yeah. The Ohio State University.
whatever
No, that's not it.
university it
It's only
is.
because the designates that movie in particular. There has not been another
Okay.
The Batman. There was Batman, Batman Begins, Batman Forever,
Yeah.
Batman and Robin, but there was never been a The Batman. So yeah,
Dark
that's when I
Knight.
get that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises.
Anyway, movies and TV.
Dark Knight rises early and makes pancakes. I don't know where that came from. Buzz Lightyear, the movie Lightyear dropped a trailer. Have you guys seen it?
I've not
I
seen
just
the
saw
trailer.
something about that today, and I'm like, they're making a Buzz Lightyear movie?
Yeah.
I might be here for that.
Now, see,
It's
I'm here for
just
that too.
About Buzz.
I'm here for that.
The actual character that the toy is based off of.
It's like his
So,
origin story.
It's not even.
Oh, that's right. We talked about this, I think, before. Back.
Yeah,
it's not going to be Tim Allen
it's
playing
voiced,
the voice.
It's voiced by Chris Evans.
yeah.
Yeah.
And people were really shocked that Buzz Lightyear had hair.
Just because it's
I
covered
was like,
by
he's
that
wearing the
space
space.
suit?
First of all, he is a toy. Now, this is the person, and he's very capable of having hair.
So he's the person that the toy was made after. That's what you said?
Yes.
So, anyway.
But
Yep.
but see,
She
the
feels like
person
me,
the
I'm
toy
out.
was made of, right. See, it's bad that you kind of want it
No,
to
no,
be
no.
Tim Allen in the toy.
But see,
Yeah.
this is another one of those things that I'm here for it because it's kind of a different view of a character that we know and love. But it's like,
Okay.
I don't know. The fact of him, he's got eyebrows, so why wouldn't he have hair? That's all. That's my
That's a
argument.
good point.
Like, I just...
I just kind of want to know why they felt the need to make this movie, because Buzz was a toy. He's always been a toy.
Money.
And he's always about the evil Emperor Zurg. So now are we going to get a Western with Woody and all them?
Right. Like, is there an actual Emperor
Are we gonna
Zurg
get
out
a-
there in the
Yeah.
Galactus, this spaceman that is
Yeah.
a real
The
person?
Galactic Alliance.
Like, what
led
the
by
hell?
The evil
See, now I
Emperor
have to
Zurg.
watch it to see what the hell that's about, because if he was a real person, then who is this Zurg guy based on?
I suppose we'll have to watch the movie
That's
and
what I'm
find
saying.
out.
Now they bought me. They got me in.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
sucked in. I gotta see
Are
it.
they going to make a Slinky movie, too? So we
I
can
hope
hear him
so.
go,
He's my fave.
I'm definitely
Wow,
here
that
for
was
the Mr.
really
Potato
good.
Head movie.
Mr. Potato Head, yeah.
That was
gosh.
a really, really good.
Mrs. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato Head. What? I could drink, can't I?
They should just have a series called Andy's Toy Box, and I'm here for it.
And
Yeah.
just do the live action representations. I'd love to see that sissy T-Rex that they had that was scared of everything.
Hey, be nice to T-Rex.
No.
He was a coward.
I would also watch a movie about the piggy bank.
Yes.
That's a good one. I wonder if the aliens show up in the Lightyear movie.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
La claw. Anyway, the Sonic movie. I read this and just was baffled that this was even news. But it was so ridiculous that I felt the need to put it in here.
All right, now I gotta hear it.
It's the headline read, Idris Elba isn't trying to make Knuckles sound sexy. It's like,
Wow.
What?
So is it just because
He's playing a
Idris Elba's-
CGI echidna. He's got a great voice. People like the way he sounds. Sure, he sounds sexy. And he's saying, I'm not trying to make this cartoon sound sexy. Idris, if you were, we would have bigger questions.
yeah.
Why did this need to be?
If it was that,
Who's in the recording room going, damn, lay down another one of those for me?
But see, that's my thing. Is if that's a concern that you have as someone as, I don't know the term to use, like Idris Elba, whose voice just comes off very salacious.
Yes. Who would you know that sounds
like why
that,
would
baby?
you cast him if that's something that you feel like you have to write an article about?
Hey, they gotta get those moms in there something to listen to
I
while they have
suppose.
the kids watching this Sonic the Hedgehog movie #2.
See, that's kind of gross because my mind has gone somewhere that I don't need it to go.
It's still disgusting. If you're looking at a cartoon and it's you're starting to go, ooh, I like this movie. Kids, why don't you go grab some popcorn? Mom needs a minute alone with Knuckles.
We all know women.
Wow, talk about that.
Mommy needs some knuckle time.
Wow, does the freaking double meaning come out heavy on that one?
Yeah.
Okay, well, no, we got to move
And then
on.
it
This
just
is
gets
a
even
family
more
show.
awkward when they're like, Daddy does too.
Okay, well,
Well, everybody likes people with accents,
That's true.
and a lot of people forget that Idris Elba is from England. So
Yeah.
I don't know if he's actually just.
I don't
doing
think
that
he's
one.
doing a voice for this one either. He's just
Yeah.
going to use his original voice.
Yep.
Which, has anybody seen the Sonic movie? Have you seen the Sonic movie?
No, I have not. Sir.
You're really missing out. It's a great movie, is it
it's
not?
pretty good. It's pretty
We
good.
loved it. But
I
Jim
was kinda
Carrey,
like,
Jim Carrey crushes it.
Jim
in that
Carrey
movie.
makes the movie. Like the whole point of watching it, it really is for his character.
But they
in
show
my
the
opinion.
echidnas in that movie.
Yeah.
They don't show Knuckles, but they show the echidnas, which is cool. Anyway, enough about sexy cartoons.
Yeah. This is
Let's
Pornhub
talk about
animated.
the new Star Wars series that's coming out, the Ahsoka Tano series.
That's the anime one, right?
No, this is going to be. She's showed up.
Mandalorian.
Jesus, yeah, have you seen Mandalorian?
Yes.
He's
No,
lying.
I'm lying through my teeth. I have not seen The Mandalorian.
You're really missing out. I don't know what your reservations are with watching that one. It's excellent. But Rosario Dawson is playing Ahsoka Tano, and she's already fantastic, and she killed it in Mando. So there's a series about her, and it came out that Hayden Christensen, which everybody who knows Ahsoka Tano knows she was the Padawan learner of Anakin Skywalker, who is played by Hayden Christensen. It has now been told that Hayden Christensen will be in the Ahsoka Tano series. He will also be in the Obi-Wan series.
Isn't he the one that nobody liked?
Yes. Myself included, I was not a fan of Hayden Christensen. I did not buy him as the biggest, baddest guy in the universe at all.
And honestly, not watching Star Wars, but I know I've seen him in the movie that he first popped up in. And then he had the little weird tail in the back of his
Yeah,
head.
the little
I'm like,
Padawan lock, yeah.
This guy's supposed to be a hard ass? Like, he's supposed to be like Luke Skywalker or whatever it is? I don't know, they're two different people, but to me, they're all the same. They got lightsabers, okay?
Right. So Anakin is Luke's dad.
So he's Darth Vader.
He's Darth Vader. So that's what I mean. Anakin, who is the little guy with the and he's in those two movies. He's meant to be tough. He's meant to be a badass, and I just don't buy it
So
for
you're
one red
telling
hot
me
second.
that Darth Vader used to be that guy with its nah, I'm out now. That's not a tough guy at all.
But I mean, so he was supposed to be good, and then he's able to be turned by the Emperor, and that's the story. But for me, if somebody's meant to be tough, I just gotta believe it, and with him, I don't believe it. But he's gonna be in it. But this movie will apparently take place 5 years after Return of the Jedi, which I think that's pretty current with Mandalorian. So I think it's gonna pick up with her doing what she's been doing. It's set to debut in 2022 along with the Obi-Wan series, which is really good. I'm really happy about that. But the best news is that Jon Favreau and his buddy Filoni, I forget Filoni's first name, are set to produce the series. And everything they have touched has been absolute gold to me. I mean, I loved Mandalorian. I liked, Favreau's done all the stuff for the Marvel universe that I like, and the Filoni and Favreau also worked on Star Wars: The Clone Wars, which is one of the biggest animated series that's come out for Star Wars, been one of the most successful. Those two guys are involved. Say no more. I want to watch it.
Now, is his first name Filoni or his last name?
His last name, Filoni. Now I've got to look it up because I feel silly not knowing his first name.
Say if his first name is Filoni, his last name's got to be Baloney.
For sure. Dave Filoni.
No.
Yes. David. His animation credits include King of the Hill, Mission Hill, The Oblongs, Timeo Supremo, Kim Possible, Fillmore, Lilo and Stitch, the series, Dave the Barbarian, American Dragon, Jake Long, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Okay, dog. Okay. I see you. That's awesome. Star Wars Clone Wars from 2008 to 2020. Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars Forces of Destiny, Lego Star Wars All-Stars, Star Wars Resistance, Star Wars The Bad Batch. Yeah. He is somebody that you trust with your Star Wars in terms of, getting involved in this stuff and knowing the lore and making it legitimate for the fans, in my humblest of opinions. So, Dune, which will be next week's topic
of
has
discussion.
already been greenlit for Dune 2. I want to warn both of you
Oh boy.
that this movie is supposed to be done right, according to its counterpart, the books. There are 7 books or something like that.
Oh.
So this is long and very detailed. And I don't know if it's going to be the action-packed thing that it's looking like on the 30-second promos we see. But I have heard very mixed reviews so far. That it's either the greatest space odyssey of all time and everybody's interested to see it, or it's hot trash. And one of the people who told me it was trash is a guy whose opinion I don't always listen to very closely because he's got a certain type of movie that he likes, and I don't necessarily go with him. But our good friend, Mark Hoffmeyer from Movies, Films, and Flicks has given it his gold seal of approval, and saying that it's a fantastic movie. So, I want to hear it. I want to see it. I want to know what he's got to say. But there's already been one complaint from one of the main villains, Stellan Skarsgård. He wanted to do more nude scenes in Dune.
Oh, you want to be butt naked?
He plays a giant morphed individual who looks like disgusting and like floats out of this tar pit, and he's naked as the day is long, and apparently he wanted more of that.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
good for you, Stellan.
I just saw the clip for this earlier, and the first thing I saw was, what's his freaking name? I only want to call him Drax. I can't even remember.
Oh, Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista, yeah. So Bautista's like, hey, it's Drax the Destroyer.
Yeah.
I'll watch this.
Yeah, he's in it. Aquaman's in it. Moon Knight's in it. Thanos and Cable is in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's Marvel in space.
A lot of MCU folks. That should be a good one. I'm excited. But that movie is the sequel's supposed to come out October of 2023, so you got a while, folks. What do you say we take our first quick little break, and then we're going to get into video games and then some Marvel news. There is some interesting stuff for Marvel this week, as there seems to always be, but video games was a close second. So we'll get into that, and then we'll be right back. All right? Stay with us. And we're back. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to those advertisements. We aren't fans of them either, but it keeps us afloat over here at the Alter Ego Podcast, so we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you. Let's get into video games, shall we? So we've got Super Smash Brothers, the 85 fighter roster, and now the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl has come out. You can play as all those famous Nickelodeon characters, and now there's another rumored.
Is that inside of Smash Brothers?
No, it's a whole different game.
Whole different game. That's what I was hoping. It was a whole different game.
Yeah.
So I can be iCarly and fight somebody else.
I don't think iCarly is in the game, but
No.
if you let's not kid yourself. If you have your pick, you'd take the step or the brother anyway, not iCarly.
True.
You'd take her brother.
Was that on Disney or Nickelodeon?
That was Disney, yeah.
I would say
Disney.
they all run together for me.
So now there's another one, and here's some of the cast of characters that they are leaking might be in this game, which to me I was like, this sounds really stupid. Rick from Rick and Morty. I don't know how many Rick and Morty fans we've got out there.
Is it Pickle Rick?
Scooby-Doo, Gandalf from Lord of the Rings, and Batman.
I would play Gandalf from Lord of the Rings wholeheartedly.
Would you?
And scream nothing but "You shall not pass."
As long as you had an ability that would actually wall people off?
Yeah. I would just all day long.
Why, though? Why Gandalf? I mean, Batman, sure, he's been in all kinds of games. Throw Batman in there. That one makes sense. Rick and Morty, Rick actually makes the most sense of all of these characters to jump in different universes and fight and do stuff like that. Scooby-Doo, sure, Scooby-Doo's met Batman already.
And this is in the Nickelodeon one?
No, this is a completely different platformer that might be coming out.
What game is this?
I don't. There's not even a name for it. It's just a leak that there's going to be another platformer just like that that's coming out. Let me see if I can find the source.
Like another brawl type.
Yeah.
Game. Okay.
Yeah, it's another brawler. Here we go. It just says Scooby-Doo Gandalf in a Smash-like game. New leaks suggest that Rick, the Justice League, Scooby-Doo, and more could be facing off in a Smash Brothers-like brawler. Okay.
No thanks.
Yeah, I agree. No thanks. I'm just I'm not really into it.
What is Scooby going to do? Fight you for Scooby snacks?
Right.
Make a giant sandwich and eat it in one bite?
Yeah. If he gets knocked out, is it row raggy every time?
I mean, the guy's he's a pretty scaredy ass dog. So
yeah, right.
I don't understand how he's in there fighting.
At what point does he decide he wants to fight?
Now, see, Scrappy Doo, might be here for
that. I'm all about. Let's get some
at him, you know.
Scrappy was always a part of that.
Always about it.
And he would be the smallest character on the screen. I'm all for it.
Yep.
What if he did like the Kirby jump and could puff his chest up to keep him out from falling off?
That'd be pretty awesome.
That would be pretty damn cool. Anyway, congratulations to PlayStation 5. They've sold apparently 13.4 million units.
Yeah, that's such a low number.
It's a lot, though.
You have one, don't you?
No, that's why it's a low number. That number would be so high if people could actually get their goddamn hands on one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. PlayStation 5, I'm just kind of like, I'm not there. But they sold 3.3 million in fiscal quarter number 2, which is the second highest rating for PS5 since its release. So maybe they're starting to make more. Maybe they're starting to get out there.
Man, every place I look, people are just still complaining about not being able to find one.
Yeah.
Like,
Same.
I don't really want one right now, but if I could find one right now, I'd definitely buy it.
There you go. If I found one right now, I would tell you that I found one and have you come buy it.
Yeah, because, I mean, I'm at this weird spot now where Xbox, there really isn't anything new for me. So I kind of want to start playing through some of the old stuff that like has been remastered for like the 4 and the 5, and I'm like, I would rather just buy the 5 and then start buying the games there.
I'm the king of the segue. You know that.
Yeah.
So you said there's nothing for you on Microsoft right now on the Xbox.
Uh-huh.
There's apparently an RPG in development, a combat RPG that is centered around the Wu Tang Clan.
I'm already out.
That sounds so stupid.
I'm already out.
So I wonder if it's going to be like a Kung Fu style fighter in an RPG where you're going in there. And did you ever play Def Jam's, the fighting game?
Love those. The first 2 were great.
Yeah.
No, this is going to be like Wu Tang Financial. You know, they're going to teach you to diversify your bonds. You know what I mean?
I thought they were going to teach them that they weren't nothing to fuck with.
Yep. Cash was everything around me.
Yeah.
That should be the intro song.
It's probably going to be one of the best soundtracks of any game.
Yeah.
But I call Method Man if that's the game and I can level somebody up. I'll take the METHOD man.
All day.
But speaking of soundtracks, I told you, I'm the king of the segue. Dr. Dre is apparently making new music for Grand Theft Auto.
Nice.
The source on this one.
Forgot about Dre.
The source on this one is none other than Snoop D-O-double-G.
Nice.
And I've got to quote him. I was going to say one of his rap lines, but I'm not going to because we pushed the envelope a little bit on this show. I'm just going to stop right there. He says, I do know Dr. Dre is in the studio making great fucking music. And some of his music is connected to the GTA game that's coming out. So I think that's will be the way that his music is going to be released. Okay.
I love it. I hear that they were talking about hiring artists or a lot more people to actually make music for the radio stations and stuff constantly.
Yeah.
Lower people.
Yep.
So to hear Dr. Dre doing it is actually pretty dope.
Dr. Dre, man, I love when he does even soundtracks. Like when he did the Bad Boys soundtrack, that movie, it just elevates it so much. He's such a good producer.
He really is.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of him.
And I don't know about you, but you and I played Grand Theft Auto a lot of times. Sometimes I just drive around and listen to the radio channels. I don't even do anything. I just listen to the radio stations. So just listening to Dr. Dre, I hope he makes something like completely crazy.
Isn't Laszlo the big radio guy in Grand Theft Auto?
I don't know.
He was at least in GTA San Andreas.
See, I don't really remember San Andreas. I used to run everywhere, bro. I had to try to stay fit, so I ran and I biked everywhere in that game. You know what I mean? I had to stay swole.
I did try to stay swole until I found out you could get the cop uniform by making yourself max weight and being really obese and buying a cop car, and then you had to have sex with a woman who would only have sex with a fat police officer, and then after you did that, you unlocked the achievement that gave you the cop outfit.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But other than that, yes, my CJ was
swole.
always in the gym, always getting tattoos.
I had the blue jeans, black tank top.
Yep.
Come see me.
Yep. You didn't wear green for Grove Street?
Nah, man.
I did.
I wasn't really out there banging. I was getting down by my lonely.
I was
them.
waiting for somebody to attempt to go to Grove Street.
You know what's funny is I would actually build up all my streets. I started all fights with my own gang. Unless I needed them to go do a mission, pull up and everybody hop in.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'll shoot anybody. I don't care. Equal opportunity around here.
There you go.
Stay strapped to get clapped.
Wow. Gross. Let's get into Marvel news, shall we?
Yes.
Welcome back.
Sorry, I had to do mom things.
Okay.
There's food in the oven.
Hopefully all of our kids are alive after this.
Yeah.
Marvel Studios rumored to be developing a Thunderbolts movie. So, I mean, we've kind of talked about that.
I was going to say, did we already figure that was a thing?
We've talked about it. We've rumored it, but this one is coming out of comic book news with the film starting production in 2023. So that tells me that Baron Zemo is definitely going to be around. We don't have Crossbones anymore. He's dead. So we've got General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. Yeah, dude, he blew up in front of Captain America.
Did he, though?
Yes, and because he then got lifted up inside the chaos magic, inside the fireball, we sat there and kept cooking.
Yeah, but there are multiverses. There's lots of crazy shit that happens in the Marvel multiverse.
And the actor that plays Rumlow was back in Endgame. He was also in What If playing Rumlow again. So,
Just saying.
Just throw it out there.
Oh, boy. Anyway, I'm excited. I want to see that. I want to see I want to see Baron Zemo, but in what regard do we see him?
You know what really kind of annoys me?
A lot of things.
It's like you said 2023. Like, God damn it, that's so far away. I want it now.
Why are you telling me this now if you're starting in 2023?
It's 2 years away and before you even start it.
We're also supposed to be getting another Spider-Man trailer very soon.
Okay.
I'm in for that.
Yep.
I want to see it.
Nope, I'm not watching. I'm just going to show up and watch the movie day of.
Okay, there you go.
See, did I not say that that's how I was going to do it? And then we went and saw
watching.
Venom, and I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole trailer without even thinking about it. Looked, and I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
Well, that's the only trailer that I saw.
In the theater. Son of a bitch!
Because I was like invested, because I totally forgot that I wasn't going to watch any, and then it was on, and I was like, "Fuck!"
Yeah, I mean, I saw that, and that's what actually got me even more hyped. But I don't watch a lot of trailers. That's why. In the group chats, you guys watch a trailer? Nope, because I want to be surprised.
How about this? Oh, we talked about this literally yesterday. Antman and the Wasp: Quantumania has an A-list actor that they have cast in that movie.
I already know who it is.
He's on the tippy top of the upper A list. That's a line about that actor in another movie.
I don't know.
Bill fucking Murray.
Oh, Bill Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Murray is going to join
entering the MCU somehow. We don't know how.
Secret role. I don't care what it is.
He could be the postman.
He doesn't even need to do anything. He could just be walking by and then focus on him for a minute, and I will still laugh my ass
You know how hilarious that would be, though?
Like, that's right. He didn't come in fourth quarter. Tell Daffy about the gut check. Monstars take the tunes back to Moron Mountain. Just saying.
Big
Bill
facts.
Murray wasn't there. You never know. So
Can I
yeah,
tell you what
I'm excited about that.
What I'm most excited about with Bill Murray in it is
What?
that new Ghostbusters movie, man.
I don't think
why.
Bill Murray's in it. Dan Aykroyd's in it, but Bill Murray's not.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you convinced that maybe he is?
because I know there's a scene where they go to call somebody.
That's
you
Dan
just see-
Aykroyd.
Is it Dan? Are you sure?
People have lost money to me about this already. So yes,
okay.
it's Dan Aykroyd. Unless you're feeling froggy and you want to bet.
Nah, I'm good.
Dan Aykroyd is my hero. He's one of the funniest humans to ever live. You can ask this one. I heard his voice and was like, that's Dan Aykroyd.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Marvel, I thought this was cool. I really wanted to see this, but I like the way they did it better. For Guardians of the Galaxy, originally, there were going to be 4 short films done to introduce each character. One for Rocket and Groot, one for Drax, one for Gamora, one for Peter Quill. I think that would have been awesome. But I'm still happy we got to figure them out through the movie itself. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, maybe they could have done something like that for Eternals that nobody really knows. I don't know, but I just think that they did well enough by doing the Guardians movie.
Yeah, there was a lot of chemistry between them, and it's like, could you imagine seeing Drax in his literal sense without him reacting to like Peter Quill being very confused on what the fuck is happening? Like, there's so much chemistry there that you just realize how stupid Drax thinks that Peter Quill is.
Yeah.
Because like, and I just, I don't know. You could, if you saw an origin story to where it's Drax with his family who all act that way, you wouldn't catch that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't catch that that's how they are.
I would watch a Drax prequel movie to
Yes.
find out how he got in prison for killing all of Thanos' men and just going on a rampage. I would watch the
Yes.
shit out of that movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how I'd feel about watching a Rocket movie by itself, and then
I could watch Rocket and Groot.
I was gonna say, I feel like
Like, I don't-
they're kind of a tag team. I could see them being like starting out with just Rocket and how Rocket and Groot became a thing, but
Yeah.
I don't see one of them without the other,
Right.
in my personal opinion.
Same here. So on to Sony. Sony Pictures. They announced that they are putting out 3 Marvel movies in 2023.
Oh, God, Sony, why?
And these are their own Sony projects.
What?
Sony.
So they're not even going to be a
Never
part of
understood.
what we already know?
No, it's going to be like these other 2 Venom movies have been. And it's rumored to be a Olivia Wilde project, she's turned out to be quite the director. I thought she was just an actress, but apparently she's a very talented director as well. I need Mark Hoffmeyer to give me all the stuff that she's done. But she's apparently working on a Spider-Woman movie. Cool. I'd like to see that. Like to see what happens. They're also saying it could be Silver Sable or Black Cat. Black Cat has been rumored for a very long time to be possibly getting a movie. I would be interested to see that, but I'd much rather see
who's
Black
Black Cat?
Cat in the MCU.
Is that like the
She's a
Marvel version
Spider-Man.
of Catwoman?
No. I
Okay.
don't think so. I mean, I guess kind of, if you want to put it that, it's kind of like that. But yeah, Black Cat's been around a very long time, and she has been a
What powers does she
love
possess?
interest. None.
Yeah, then I don't need to see that.
Love interest of Peter Parker at some point. Night Watch and Madam Web. I don't know who those folks are, but either way, Sony, just give it up. Give it back to Marvel and say, you know what? Just give us a cut. You do the magic. Please.
I mean, it
Right?
seems like Disney is willing to pay heaps and bounds of money, probably, to
And-
Sony, and Sony's just being a stubborn child.
At this point,
Give
they
the
need.
fans what they want.
I think what Sony is doing is being just enough of a dick to make Disney want to buy them.
Well, I think that Disney probably wanted to buy them, but just not at the price.
But like, how long? Like, how long are we gonna have to? Like, how long is this gonna go on? This is the worst, like relationship I've ever witnessed.
It really is bad. And it makes me worry for the future of Spider-Man and the MCU and all that other stuff. But speaking of Spider-Man,
I was gonna say.
Sony executive, I don't think she was named. I don't know if she was or not. Super resentful of Marvel Studios' plans for Spider-Man. Here's the direct quote. At first, I was super resentful of Marvel wanting to take over Spider-Man instead of us making Amazing Spider-Man 3. I think I started crying and threw Kevin Feige out of my office or threw a sandwich at him or something. I'm not sure which. You don't know if you threw a sandwich at Kevin Feige?
Yeah, I would remember that forever. The guilt would kill me.
Here's the thing, though. You had 3 movies or 2 movies, and they're all bad.
Yes.
Like, they're not good.
I think Amazing Spider-Man was better than the original Sam Raimi trilogy. However, it wasn't making gangbusters.
Now, see, I can see someone being resentful until then seeing the end product of what Disney and Feige have come up with.
Right.
I feel like then you'd be like, you know what? Okay. And you just kind of put your hands up and you're like, all right, now I get it. I can see kind of being like butthurt, but I don't know.
But
They were able to make Mysterio cool as hell and do him legitimately like the comics and go crazy with it and still look good. Just give it back to Marvel. They deserve it at this point.
Yeah, like the first 3, I liked the very first one because that kind of brought comic book, Spider-Man to the screen.
Yeah.
And that's what started this whole process. 2 and 3 were not very good at all. Especially the one with fucking Topher Grace as Venom. Really, bro?
Oh
Yeah.
God, what a dumpster fire that was.
And I love Topher Grace. I love Venom.
Too.
Those two didn't really. And I think that was the direction and the production that did that to them because that could have been amazing.
And then I like Garfield as Spider-Man.
Yes.
Just did not really care for the story that they told with him.
I can kind of get behind that.
I thought even though I feel like he's a better actor, the kid who played Green Goblin in The Amazing Spider-Man, I think he didn't do as well as Willem Dafoe did. Although I think he's a better actor.
Willem Dafoe was an awesome Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he is Green Goblin.
I think Doc Ock was actually really good in those too. Yeah.
As good as you can make him.
Yeah.
Because when you look at him in the comics, he doesn't seem to have much of a personality, and Alfred Molina changed that around big time.
Yeah, that's true.
And made him one of the most iconic villains that's been in any of the MCU movies, which he's returning. And thank you. You put that segue on the tee to allow me to smack it off into the distance over the fence.
That was actually my real hype moment when I saw the trailer. When I saw that metal arm coming here, I was like, oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Doc Ock, I'm in. I'm in.
And there are 2 more villains that have been rumored to possibly be returning in this movie, which the people putting this movie on said No Way Home will be nothing short of Spider-Man Endgame. The movie is going to be absolutely insane and a lot of things going on.
I got a feeling you're going to see the Vulture again.
I think so too. I think so too because they've already set up Keaton. They've set up Keaton talking to Morbius in the trailer, where he's talking to the living vampire. So we're definitely going to see Vulture again. But the 2 villains that are rumored, if you don't want to hear this, if you don't want to hear it, you got to let me know now.
Or or just leave. I mean, we don't want you to leave. Stick around and hang out.
Right.
But this is, we're gonna make it easy on you.
All right. So we know all the villains that are here. I know who they are. Are you reading it right now?
I already know who they are.
Oh, damn it. Who do you think they are?
It's got to be Rhino and was Jamie Foxx's character, the
Electro. Electro's already confirmed.
I was gonna say Electro's already confirmed. Wasn't Rhino already confirmed?
No.
Oh.
But it is another one from the Amazing Spider-Man series.
One of the Sinister Six?
I think so.
I would have probably, without knowing, this just confirms that Rhino's not one of them. I would have probably guessed Rhino myself.
Yeah, it's not
Rhino.
Rhino.
But I can't guess because I know.
I want to see a better Rhino. I want to see a Rhino that's the size of... Lizard Man is one of them.
Okay, and then...
the other one is a Tobey Maguire villain.
Yep.
The Sand guy?
The Sandman.
The Sandman.
Sandman, okay.
Good job. That's the 2 that are rumored to be back with Electro, with Doc Ock. I mean, probably we're going to see some Venom in this.
I hope we don't get the super robotic Rhino thing. That was kind of...
That's what I'm saying. I wanted the Rhino to be like Juggernaut was in Deadpool 2.
Yes.
Make him huge.
Exactly.
It doesn't need to be explained.
Nope.
Make him comic accurate. Give him a big Rhino suit.
Exactly.
And have him running through walls.
Please and thank you. Listen. If you're gonna do it, do it right.
That's right.
You got time to do it wrong.
Got time to
You
do
got
it
time
again.
to do it again.
Not in movies, though. But yes, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to another episode of the Alter Ego Podcast. We love you so much. I have been your host, Jack Austin. With me, as always, Mr. Ryan.
How's it going?
And Megan.
Goodbye.
I don't know why I said how's it going. I meant bye.
Well, bye.
bye.